Hello, and I'm probably in the weirdest place for me to possibly film that ever, well, for a while at least, because I can't drive. I'm 16, still haven't taken driver's ed. And I'm 16 because I have this mind-numbing fear of driving. And 2 months ago, it was so much worse than it is now. I have gotten a little bit better with it. But a lot has happened in my life, and then I wanted to do this tag that I have up on my tablet to read the questions on. But I'm actually in my cousin's car shop, which is right down from where I live. I live up that hill up there. And I'm down here because I am in this 1930 Ford that they're working on. And I've come down here and sat in it every day since I saw it, which is about a week now. Because, well, besides yesterday, because I left school with somebody and we only came to my house to get my things. So every day besides that one for about a week, because I really love this thing. It's really small, which is what I would need as a car. And over there's a soft-top Jeep, which I so want a soft-top Jeep. My mom doesn't want whatever my first car is to be a soft-top Jeep because her friend got decapitated riding a soft-top Jeep with the top down, and like they slammed on the brakes and she was like standing up and her neck, yeah, she got decapitated. Well, and the steering wheel was like right there. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, a lot has happened. I've gotten off my antidepressants. Currently it's cold turkey. I haven't taken them for 2 days, which I know is bad and you're not supposed to do a cold turkey, and I don't plan to. But my mom actually has them, and I don't know where they're at, so if I wanted to take them, I really couldn't. Unless I asked, and I really don't want to ask. I want her to be the parent and be like, oh, you can't take this cold turkey, you know. But, sorry, I'm still trying to find a place to film in this car, because the lighting, if I sat it up here, would be really bad. And I actually feel like I look really bad right now, but we're rolling with it already. Besides that, my brother lost his memory last night for the past 2 years because of a really bad panic attack that he had because he was robbed. He was robbed at gunpoint in a big city in North Carolina, Charlotte, because he lives there and I live pretty far away from it, and he's coming home today and he'll be home by 8. So I'm doing this at 6 before he gets here. It's pretty warm right now in North Carolina. I would say so, at least. I did wear shorts to school, which was probably kind of stupid. I got asked a lot about it. But we have this 100 questions tag, but something about not things nobody cared about you or something like that. And it was 99 questions. But I'm using Graveyard Girl's bonus Jonas question. And it's actually getting pretty hot in here, so I'm rolling the window down slightly, which I hope it doesn't get stuck, because it is old. Something that happened to you in middle school. Okay, I don't remember a lot about middle school. I just remember that, oh, Jesus. Too bad I can't edit. I don't remember a lot about middle school at all. It wasn't the best of times for me, but I wouldn't say it. I don't know, I may have had my worst experience ever in middle school. Probably not. Yeah, no, I just remembered what my worst experience ever was. And it was not in middle school, it was like last year. But anyway. Something that happened in middle school. Okay, I can remember this about 6th grade, because it was something that pretty much changed how everybody felt about me. Because, you know, middle school, they put up they mix together all of the elementary schools that are around. So you got new people that weren't with you from elementary school, and you also got your elementary school people who already thought things about you. So it was kind of like almost having another chance at school. Because in the 2nd grade, I acted out so badly that the school forced me to be on medication until I got to 6th grade. But in the 6th grade, I did just get off my medication, and it very much was cold turkey, which is pretty freaking bad, because that medication you're not supposed to get off cold turkey either. But my mom took me off of it because she didn't like medication like that. She really doesn't like the antidepressants, which is why she's kind of, I guess she's okay with it, but it wasn't. I've been on it for almost a month now, and I was seeing absolutely no improvement in how I felt and my random outbursts of emotion. I felt no change in that, and I needed to. And in my opinion, it almost got worse. And I'm moving this around a lot because I can't find any lighting that is good. But, yeah, so I was kind of really emotional, and we were told we were being really loud and loudy on our first high flyers. It wasn't a trip this time. Your very first one, you're just walking around the school and celebrating Halloween, pretty much. So we were doing that thing, and we were being really rowdy at lunch, and we were told to get our plates and sit down and not get back up to the end of lunch. And I got up to get my plate because my plate was not where I was actually at, and I got in trouble, and I was told that I couldn't join in any of the festivities of this High Flyers October Halloween thing. And Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I really got upset, and I got in my teacher's face and told her that I was going to go home and kill myself. That pretty much set the entire middle school situation and into high school of me being an outcast and seeing that people thought I was crazy. And they still do pretty much. So, yeah, that's fun. And that happened October of my 6th grade year. So I didn't have much time at all for people to think any differently of me before this incident. This incident happened at almost the very beginning of 6th grade, and it changed how people felt about me forever. And I was an outcast before. Anyway, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I sleep with them closed. It freaks me out to have them open. I guess that's why that question's there, because I know it freaks a lot of people out. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from the hotel? If you don't, they're probably attached to the wall. I don't know a single person that wouldn't take them, although I know that my mom takes them and then doesn't use them. She's like, oh, this might come in handy, and then never comes in handy. I just use them within after 6 months, which we don't go to hotels often anyway. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? My sheets are tucked in. I only have one sheet on my bed. The other one has fallen off, and I haven't felt the need to put it back on. I don't sleep with a sheet with my comforter. I'm not like that. I don't like that at all. And I realize this is going to be a really long video. Okay. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? No, but I would love to. Now, on my road, I live in a dead-end road, and the shop is at the very bottom of the road unless you go down the trail to the river. At the very top of my road, there's supposed to be a dead-end sign, and somebody stole it. I wish I had stolen it, honestly, because, dead-end across my wall, that would have been great. Do you like to use Post-it notes? I do, but I never do. I like using them, but I never use them. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? I don't cut out coupons, mostly because I'm 16 and I don't go shopping for myself. But when you go into the, Lowe's Food or something like that, or Food Lion, one of the two, and they have those little things where you can pull the coupon out of the machine and another coupon will pop back up, I pick all those coupons out. And obviously I don't use them myself, but I have this thing where I have to pull it out. Yeah. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or swarm of bees? I think a big bear. Why a big bear is because I hate bees. And I feel like I could get away from a bear faster than I could get away from bees, because it's not like I live in the swamplands. I can't just jump in water anytime I want to. I'd have to, walk almost and, walk 10 minutes or run 8 minutes down to my river. And the bees had already gotten me by then. Do you have freckles? Kind of on my arm, if you can see them. I have one in the shape of a triangle, which, you can kind of see them there. Yeah, so I do have freckles, but not many and not on my face at all, which kind of upsets me because I think they're adorable. Do you always smile for pictures? No. What is your biggest pet peeve? Interrupting. I hate when somebody interrupts somebody or when they interrupt me. It is my biggest pet peeve. I have actually gotten so mad at somebody before. And they were my friend and they were interrupting me just, to make me mad. But they didn't think I was going to get this mad. I got so mad that I could have pulled out a Chrome 45 and shot them right there. I was so mad at them. And I was trying to tell, important information about our next field trip because we were currently on an art field trip, and the next field trip was to the middle school for an Arts Wow thing. And I was trying to tell them that they were probably going to have a bus for us instead of walking to the library like we did this time. But no. I don't know. I cannot stand being interrupted. And this is actually somebody that I liked. I had a crush on them. And I still could have just been like, nope. It pissed me off really bad. This is my biggest pet peeve. Do you ever count your steps when walking? I have to on stairs. I have to look at my feet on stairs. I fell down earlier walking up 3 stairs. 3 stairs. Fell down because I wasn't looking at my feet. So I only count when I'm walking upstairs. Have you ever peed in the woods? I live in rural North Carolina. So yeah, and I've pooped in the woods too because that's the next question. Do you ever dance when there's no music playing? Of course I do. I walk, when I have a long sleeve shirt on that's past my arm length, which usually it is because I have really short arms. But, because I'm, my mom says my arms are not the length that they need to be for my height, which I'm only 5'1", but I have really short arms. But anyway, so, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so, when sleeves are longer than my arms, I'm, walking around doing this arm wave thing, kind of swaying my hips, kind of dancing type thing. Yeah. Do you chew your pens and pencils? No. And only when I'm thinking have I ever put it in my mouth, but I still don't chew them. How many people have you slept with this week? Slept in the same bed as or had sex with? Because both answers are 0, not 2. I have not slept in the same bed as anybody this week, surprisingly. Because I spent the night with somebody last night, but her mom didn't want to sleep in the same bed. Because she's a lesbian and I'm pansexual, and I have a boyfriend, but she's single right now. What's the size of your bed? I have a full-size bed, but the mattress and box spring are both 50 years old. So, that's fun. Let's see. What is your song of the week? This has been my song of the week quite a few times. If you're asking what I'm doing, I'm trying to roll the window back up, but it's hard to do. Quite a few times, and anytime I just listen to it again and can always play it on repeat, and it's a Shinedown song, which Shinedown is my 3rd favorite band. And I'm moving vlogs. Ooh. Yeah, Shinedown is my 3rd favorite band, top being Five Finger Death Punch. But anyway, so the song I can always have be my song of the week is My Name by them, where it's just an awesome song. You need to listen to it. It's also called My Name Wearing Me Out is the 2nd name or something. I'm trying to find another place to film at down at this car shop. Oh geez, I got off the questions page that I had on here. That's lovely. It's gonna be a way longer video than it needs to be, isn't it? Probably. Okay, I found a good space that's my height. I could put the camera. Okay, and now we're good because we're outside at the car shop. Is it okay for guys to wear pink? Of course it is. Dude. Do you still watch cartoons? Of course I do. I actually watch My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and I watched Equestria Girls, and I watch SpongeBob all the time, and I love Adventure Time and Regular Show, and anime cartoons, and I just watched The Lion King for the first time a week ago. Yeah, I hadn't seen The Lion King since then. I'm 16. I hear a lawnmower, and I hope you guys can't. What is your least favorite movie? I don't have a least favorite movie. I've thought about this question before, and I really don't. Where would you bury treasure if you had some? Honestly, in a graveyard. Because the only people who are going to try and look for that treasure is, grave robbers. And they're not looking for treasure, they're looking for bones to sell. So, yeah. What do you drink with dinner. I say supper, not dinner. Dinner's like when you go out, but all the time sweet tea. Sweet tea is like in my blood. What do you dip a chicken nugget? I dip it into sweet and sour sauce most of the time, or ranch. What is your favorite food? Rice and soy sauce. What movies could you watch over and over and still love? The Country Bears. It's my childhood favorite movie, and it's such a good movie, and it's not really known by a lot of people around here, honestly, for some reason, because I've asked them, like, have you watched Country Bears? And they're like, no. Last person you kissed, and / kissed you, that would be my boyfriend on Easter. Were you ever a Boy or Girl Scout? No, I was not. I never wanted to be. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? If somebody wanted to see me nude in a magazine or strip and pay me for it, come at me. Come at me. Give me money. That's kind of shallow. Oh well. I'm under 18, so you can't offer me right now. That's illegal. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? It's been a really long time. It was like my dad when I was 7 when he was in jail. He's in jail right now, but I haven't wrote him a letter because he was supposed to write me one, and I don't know exactly where he's at in jail. It's like 4 hours away from here. Can you change oil in a car? No, I cannot even drive a car. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? I cannot drive a car. Ever run a gas? Again, cannot drive a car. Favorite kind of sandwich? BLT. Best thing to eat for breakfast? Breakfast burrito and hash browns. What is your usual bedtime? 11 p.m. because school. Are you lazy? I can be, but I did ride my bike down here and I rode it all the way up my hill, which is really long without stopping, so I'm getting better at being active. When you were a kid, what did you dress up for Halloween? I think my very first dress up as a baby for my first ever Halloween was, or maybe it was my second Halloween. Either way, because I was born in August, so it may have been my second Halloween. I was a bunny. And then I was like an M&M. And I can't remember, like, anymore, besides, like, vampire and, like, witch and, you know, normal things. What is your Chinese astrological sign? An ox. I was born in 1997, and I was born in the year of the ox. And I actually don't hate the ox. I kind of wanted to get, like, a snake or a dragon when I first saw them, but no, it was, like, ox. Which is kind of cool, because you can ram people. How many languages can you speak? 1.5. I am in Spanish 2 right now, and I really hate Spanish class. Oh, God, I hate it. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? No, but my mom has one to Gypsy Rose, which is a hippie sort of magazine. You should go to the site, gypsyrose.com, and see all the cool stuff. They sell, like, Forever 27 stuff, so they sell Kurt Cobain stuff, and they sell Janis Joplin stuff, and my boyfriend bought me my first Janis Joplin CD on Easter too, so that was fun. Me and my mom rock out to it in the car, or jam to it, probably not rock out. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? I really oh god, get up and close to the camera. I really like Lincoln Logs, but Legos, you can just build so much more with Legos. And Lincoln Logs, you don't have all those expansion packs and whatnot. Expansion packs? Is that what they're really called? Because I don't know. You don't have like different sets of Lincoln Logs, you have different sets of Legos, so I'm going to say the Legos are better. But I really do like Lincoln Logs. Are you stubborn? Yes. Who is better, Leno or Letterman? Don't know, don't care. Have you ever watched soap operas? Yes, when I was a kid and I used to come home from school, my mom always had it on the Days of Our Lives, and I used to watch it. I thought I just heard a car door, and it was also frightening. Because there's no cars running. Why would I hear a car door? Like someone was sleeping down here. Are you afraid of heights? I'll ride I'll ride really high, like rides at amusement parks. I don't think I'm really afraid of heights. I thought I used to be, but maybe not. Do I sing in the car? Yes. Do I sing in the shower? Yes. Depends on what song's on. Do you dance in the car? Of course I dance in the car. I definitely don't drive. Ever use a gun? Yes. Rural North Carolina. Last time you got your portrait taken by a photographer? Like maybe 5-6 weeks ago, because spring pictures, which they turned out horrible, and we're not buying them. Do you think musicals are cheesy? I like musicals. I really like musicals for some reason. I never thought that I would, because my favorite type of movie is a horror movie. Is Christmas stressful? Christmas is entirely too stressful. Not that I have to buy anything, but it really is just way too stressful. Last year I cried on Christmas. Don't ask me why. I know exactly why, but I don't really want to get into it. I cried on Christmas anyway. But, you know, I read somewhere that Christmas is the highest day for suicide, with Valentine's Day being the second highest. So, yeah. Ever eat a P-I-E-R-O-G-I? No. What's favorite type of fruit pie? Apple? I guess? I mean, my favorite kind of pie is pumpkin, but that's not a fruit. No, it's not a fruit. Occupation you wanted to be when you were a kid. What I wanted to be when I was a kid was a veterinarian. I am talking really fast now because I want to get this done before 30 minutes, which I'm probably not going to do. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh, yes. I have experienced ghosts. I have felt ghosts. I actually feel calmer when when I feel a good spirit around me. The house at the very top of that hill, which is where I was going to film originally, is really, really old. It was either owned by my great-grandmother or my great-great-grandmother or my great-great-great-grandmother, and I swear I've seen a ghost and felt ghosts in that house, except we're not allowed in it anymore because it's falling down. Woo! I need something to drink. Ever have deja vu feeling? All the time. Take a vitamin daily. When we had vitamins in the house about 2 weeks ago, and we had the big adult gummy vitamin thing, and I took them daily then. Wear slippers? Hell no. I don't like slippers. I like being barefoot, which is what I am right now, actually. Wear a bathrobe? No. I just put my clothes on after I get out of the shower. Dry off and get my clothes on. What do you wear to bed? Pajama shorts and t-shirt. And bra and panties, because I would just sleep in a bra. First concert, I haven't been to one, except for this Christian concert where I got to see Red in person, which was really cool, except the people at my church did not like Red. I'd like to go to Carolina Rebellion this year, but I can't. Because Five Finger Death Punch and Avenged Sevenfold and Rob Zombie are there, and Rob Zombie, oh, I want him to be my future husband. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Walmart. Never been inside a Target, except maybe once or twice. Nike or Adidas? Neither. Flip-flops, which mine are Mandals, because they're comfy. Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds if the shell is already off. Peanuts, if the shell is on the sunflower seeds, peanuts even if there is a shell on them. Ever heard of the group Tres Bryn? No. Ever take dance lessons? No. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? I would like my future spouse to be a writer. To write mystery novels, because that's my favorite type of thing to read, or a poet. I just want a really well-educated man, but looks like Rob Zombie. Or really well. Now, if it's a woman, I would love for her to be a nurse. Just her, like, man, writer, poet. Woman, nurse. Which is kind of plain Jane job for a woman these days. Like, I have a lot of people in my school who plan on being nurses, but I don't know. Either a nurse or an actual, like, woman surgeon. Let's see. Can you curl your tongue? If this is curling your tongue, then I can do it. I have a split tongue, so it's really hard, see? It splits it in naturally. Everyone a spelling bee? No, I'm one of the worst spellers in the world. All through the 5th grade year, which was the last time I had spelling tests, I cheated. I'm really bad. Except I'm going to be like AP English next year, and it's really because of my English skills and nothing to do with spelling. But people seem to think that if you're good at English, then you're good at spelling, which is not true for me. Let's see. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? I don't actually think I have. I've cried like so many times because I was sad. I don't think I could ever remember a time where I cried because I was happy, even if I ever have. Only record albums. Like actual records for a record player? My mom does, and I like to listen to them. So, they'll be mine one day. That's creepy. Okay. Own a record player. Yes. Regularly burn incense. Yes, I have an incense burner in my room, and it's in the shape of a dragon. I got it for $3 at Goodwill. Ever been in love? Yes, I am in love. Yes, I've been in love. Who would you like to see in concert? Five Finger Death Punch, my favorite band. Or Marilyn Manson, because I've heard of the crazy things he's done on stage, and I love him. What was the last concert you saw? No one! Or is that Christian concert? Which was Red, mostly, because I don't remember anybody else who was there. Except for some person singing about losing their keys. Which I kind of like that song. Hot tea or cold tea? Cold tea all the way. Tea or coffee? Tea. Sugar or snickerdoodles? Sugar. Do you swim well? Yes. I was a natural born swimmer, and I can swim up a current at my river down there, which I call my river, which we call Pebble Beach. So if ever I'm talking about Pebble Beach in the future, it's my river. It's no actual, like, public beach. I promise. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes. Are you patient? No. DJ or band at wedding? Band, but wedding? Ugh. Ever won a contest? Yes, I cannot remember what it was, but I remember winning a contest. Ever have plastic surgery? No. I'm 16. Which I know younger have had plastic surgery. Which are better, black or green olives? Green Spanish olives, but here's something about green Spanish olives. I always suck I think it's called a pimento, the red part out before I eat the green part. I've eaten them together one time and I hated it, but I love them apart. So that's something weird I do. Can you knit or crochet? No, but I can sew. Best room for a fireplace? Den. Without, like, a TV. Fireplace needs to be in the room without a TV. In my opinion. Do you want to get married? Not really. Marriage doesn't really matter to me at all. If married, how long have you been married? I am not married. I'm 16. My mom was married at my age, but I am not. Who was your high school crush? I'm still in high school. I'm a junior, except I graduate in December. But, I never really had any big crushes in high school, honestly. It stopped at, like, middle school. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? It depends on how extreme that own way is. It is getting really dark and cloudy, and I hope it doesn't rain. Oh, I think I feel sprinkles. Gotta finish these questions. Do you have kids? No. Do you want kids? No. What is your favorite color? Purple and black. Do you miss anyone right now? I miss my boyfriend because he lives an hour away from me, and I rarely get to see him because the last time I saw him was on Easter. But, yeah, that's what I miss right now. And that's all the questions. Oh, look how cool this shirt is. I found it at Goodwill, too. It's like a little swamp lady. Which, yeah. I did it. I finally did it. And it didn't take a whole 30 minutes. Nobody's going to watch this because I'm not popular on YouTube, which I don't ever plan to be, but it's a 30-minute video from someone who's got, 17 subscribers? 18? Who's going to watch this? Don't know. Don't care. I'm making this video for myself to try and be, I don't know, kind of as therapeutic, like how Graveyard Girl said that she made videos to be kind of as a therapeutic thing, which I go to a counselor right now, which I'm not going to her ever again. I have to get I've talked about this, I think, before. I'm going to get a psych exam done the 8th not this month, the 8th of May. And then I go to a psychiatrist if I need psychiatry. So, yeah. So this is kind of being self-help right now. And I think I did good. Bye!